Inscribed angle theorem. So with the inscribed angle theorem, we have a central angle. Central means it's coming from the center. Is equal to central angle. That's an let's try to make it look a little nicer than that. Central angle is equal to twice the inscribed angle. And the inscribed angle is it touches, man, my spelling's off today. It touches the outside of the circle, or the edge of the circle. ED, edge of circle. All right. So it'll take a little bit of getting used to these, but this is a really good exercise to kind of get in the habit. Notice it's not too bad. You're either multiplying by 2 or dividing by 2. So as we look at this, which one is the central angle and which one is the inscribed angle? So this is more vocabulary. And I mean, they kind of overlap here, but let's go ahead and take a look, and see if you can't identify what the central angle is, or the angle that touches the center, and the inscribed angle, the angle that touches the edge. All right. So in this circle H, with the measure of GHJ is 34. So here's GHJ. So this angle right here is 34 degrees. The measure, it's just a measure, no degree. There we go. And find the measure of GKJ. GKJ. So this is the one that we want to know. All right. And we'll go ahead and just call that X and go from there. All right, so we're looking for X, the measure of that angle. So which one's which? So the GHJ, notice this touches the center right here. So that's the central angle. This one's the central. It touches the center. All right, this one is the inscribed, because it touches the edge of the circle. All right, so it's just a matter of identifying them and then applying the formula, basically. So the central angle is 34. That's the central angle, is equal to 2 times the inscribed angle, and the inscribed angle is X. So in all of these, you're either multiplying by 2 or dividing by 2. In this case, we are dividing by 2 to find X. And I get 17. Now, it's a little bit hard visually, but I don't know if you can tell that this is a sharper angle than this one right here. This one's a smaller angle than this one right here. So that kind of helps you that if you calculate it, this one would need to be smaller than this one. And it will always be like either half or double, depending on which way we go. So in this case, 17 is our answer. Right, and then we just kind of look at their solution. The measure of the central angle is equal to 2 times the measure of the inscribed angle. And they even have it right there too. Okay, and then we just solve. Let's look at the next one, see if it's any different. All right, this one's a little bit hard to see, but it would be the same kind of structure. STU, they're giving you the central again. Let's see if the next one's a little bit easier to see. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this one. We got some more action going on. One of the things that this has to have, and I kind of neglected that in the definition or the formula, is they have to have that same touch. They have to touch that same outer point that makes the angle. Okay, so you can't just float it around anywhere. They touch that same outer point and that's what gives it this property. All right, so here's our inscribed angle right here. PSR. PSR is 72. Okay. This one's 72. Find PQR. All right. So as you look at this, which one is the big one? Which one's the small one? Right. So we'd go the inscribed. So inscribed, INSCRIBED. The inscribed angle is equal to, nope, that's the central. Don't want to take you down the wrong path. The central angle is 2 times the inscribed angle. There we go. Yes. Now, as we calculate it, it's kind of hard to do this in your head to know which one's which, but it's like once you calculate it mathematically, then you can just kind of verify if you've done it wrong. All right, so let's go ahead and fill things in. PSR. PSR is the which angle? This angle right here that touches the edge, that's the inscribed. So 2 times angle PSR is equal to the PQR. So I'm just going through and writing it out with using their letters. And PSR is 72. So it's 2 times 72 is equal to PQR. And this is the measure of the angle if we wanted that. And then we just multiply this out. So the measure of angle PQR is equal to 144, right? So the key is I always encourage you to write the formula out to help you practice it. And then make sure you can identify which one is which and plug the numbers in and solve for whichever value you're going for. 144. And there we go. So it's just the definition of inscribed and central and using the formula. The other one's probably the same. Yep, the same. So let's see. Let's just verify. I want to make sure we know what we're doing. So the sin angle is equal to 2 times the inscribed angle. And the measure of LMN, this measure right here is 90. And then the measure of LPN versus this one right here. Yes, so same kind of problem. Notice how marking it helps. So same type of structure, and plug your numbers in and just solve it.